With that, we should be set to win.
Hopefully.
Yeah, simple but catchy music in this bit. Not distracting and not overplaying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
And there we go. Yep. It showed 4 for a second, but I'm not done yet. Oh. Magnetic Master is back to full HP, 100. Secret technique suffocate. Little cheats. Big bug shield block that. Okay. And there we go. 5 full damage. Well done. Just expect of me, the chosen trainer. This is so exciting. Victory! The challenger has won. What a fierce battle. My ears are still buzzing. Congratulations, trainer. You have defeated the reigning champion. You have become the new legend of the League of Bangbu. If you find this fun, come have another duel next time. Okay. And all the goodies are right here. Okay, we're going to have word with you, Nicole, about putting in a contestant against us here. We won? Okay, I'll get back to my cars and then get some rest. Sumo, sumo. So that one really can only say that?
Look what I found.
Or maybe he's just that dedicated.
Victory! A victory for being free. Alright. Oop. New photo. The perfect chance. Bam.
Oh dear.
Okay. A nice little diversion from everything. Let's see. Sheer damage is a type of damage that agents with the Rupture specialty can deal, ignoring enemy damage. Okay. Or not damage, defense, but... Okay.
Right, I'm gonna be right back real quick.
Alright. Okay. Let's go do the city ones. As promised, drowned in the harbor. Next to the strange sculpture at the harbor, there's a person who seems to be very distressed. Go ask him what happened. Oh, I know this quest chain. Alright. This is another one of a dark one.
I just saw that store's name, or restaurant's name.
This one?
Yes, I saw the longer one first, but...
Fry Feast. I'm sending that to Tatum. Okay, yeah, this abomination. Okay.
The other one is not better.
What does it feel like to sink to the bottom of the sea? Do you believe in prophecies? And what kind of prophecy? Recently I received a prophecy. It says that I'll drown in the sea near Port Elpis soon. You shouldn't believe in something like that. Of course, I could casually brush it off and say prophecies are just nonsense. But this time is different. This prophecy will definitely come true. After all, the last prophecy from the same seer already took away one of my very important friends. Is it time to prepare? You seem quite eager. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Almost like you're about to
Really?
sell me a graveyard. Fine, even though I'm about to drown. If some strange twist of fate keeps me alive, I'll gladly accept it. As for you, you're the key to whether I encounter something strange. Is that part of the prophecy? Not exactly. I just need someone to help me check for any safety hazards around Port Elpis. According to the prophecy, right now around Port Elpis, whether it's the ships leaving port, the old dilapidated paths, or the fog that blurs one's vision, all of these could put my life in danger. It's terrifying. Would you be willing to help me figure out how I'll drown? I mean, which dangers could make the prophecy come true? This really sounds weird. Still, leave it to me. Neon Lee is seemingly weighed down by worries. What a strange client. But since he's worried about so many strange things, I'll go ask the sailors first.
Oh dear. And yeah, welcome back, Derby.
Thank you.
Missed something again. How many years ago was that? I'm trying to read as much ambient chatter as I can, but it just vanishes so quickly that often by the time I see it, it's just gone already by the time I look back. Last vacation is almost over. What's up? Under what circumstances could someone fall overboard from a ship? What a strange question. If someone jumps from the ship into the sea, they'll fall overboard. Whether it's because of rough seas causing the ship to sway, poor visibility in the dark, or a sea creature grabbing them by the back of the neck. Or are you asking about an accident that could still happen even when everyone is following the safety rules? If we're talking about this area, well, near Port Elpis, the waves tend to be mild, and the lights on the shore are quite bright. Of course, there's some sea fog occasionally, but it's not a big deal. Besides, the sailors all know how to use the safety equipment on the ship, like life jackets and lifeboats. I have a friend with prophecies involved. Does that mean we've entered another world? That's right. Mermaids, calypso, sirens, and other mythological creatures with face, tails, or feathers try to lure humans into the sea. Wait. Although I don't know why your friend would think that way, accidental drowning incidents should be pretty rare, right? At least I've never encountered one myself. But that's not a reason to violate maritime safety rules. 2 years ago, when I was still working on a cargo ship, there was a time... it's a long story, forget it. Anyway, this area is considered to have a very good reputation among shipping companies, so your friend doesn't need to worry too much. It's hard to say for sure, and what if he hears whispers from the deep sea? Their conversation took a strange turn. It's time to go back and tell Neon... Neon is probably the best way to say it, what I've just learned.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you going along with Neon's nonsense? The simplest way to avoid falling overboard is to stay off ships entirely. Don't waste time reading Port Elpis' accident logs. I'll talk to him now. Now, do you think somewhere around here there's a chance that one day I might accidentally board a huge ship, and then somehow fall off its edge into the sea and drown? As long as you're not looking for trouble, the probability is basically 0. Is that right? Then what if one day I'm walking by the sea or fishing or just enjoying the seaside view? Suddenly a gust of strange wind blows me into the sea and I drown. And what's the probability of that happening?
0.
You sound like you're hoping for it. Of course not. My dear ever so reliable friends, could you go around and ask the fishermen how things are here? And the seemingly calm seaside is fraught with danger. Okay, are you starved for coins or something? Discovered anything new lately? Like those round shiny things that are always being given out as a gift? If you don't have any, you can just bring me some fries. Okay, we don't got coin, but we can get coin. I have no idea what Mom was thinking. What happened? It's a long story. We've been hearing a lot of those lately. My dad's a sailor who just retired a couple of years ago, just living out his twilight years peacefully at home. A while back, my parents were celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary, right? And so my dad gifted my mom this coin. He said it was something he accidentally came across while out at sea, that he'd always held on to, and that it makes for a memorable souvenir. Well, I never thought I'd see Mom just explode there and then, saying to him, out at sea, out at sea, all your life you've been obsessed with being out at sea. Well, I can understand why my mom is angry, actually. I mean, my dad spent all his time out at sea, even when the old capital fell. He was always traveling back and forth between Port Elpis and the old port, basically shuttling people and materials around. He never had any time to go back home and see what was going on. That's just the way it was. Yes. So your mom... Of course not. The whole thing is kinda complicated. When it all went down, she was in such a huff that she threw the coin straight at me in front of Dad and told me to get rid of it as soon as I could. I did as I was told and went straight out, which is when I got a message from Dad saying he was still apologizing and that I had to hold on to that coin somehow. The problem was that it was only when I took out the coin that I discovered the coin Mom threw at me wasn't even the one Dad had given her. Was it deliberate or accidental? That is something I never figured out. Anyway, I'm better off not getting caught up in their drama. Anyway, did you want this coin? Seems as though it's a pretty common commemorative coin to me. Why don't I let you have it? There we go.
Captain, go back and look at the fence. I saw a little tiny sign. Not that fence, the fence behind the guy you talked to. Yeah, let's see. Wait, what? No, not that one.
No one knows who put up this sign, but it says no fishing allowed. Not far away, the anglers, as usual, are easily indulging in their favorite pastime. Taking another look at the sign. Bold and large letters, a clear and firm command. Time to grab a fishing rod.
Yeah, okay. What the heck? There was a sign attached to this fence here.
Okay.
I saw a cutscene there. I remember talking to him, and no, it's not. Oh wait, is it on the dock?
Could be.
Yeah, let's see here. It's not there. Go back. So I would be able to see it from behind the dude when we talk to him. So it would be around. Oh wait! What? I think I saw it. Oh God, I can't see my hand. Turn around. Turn around a bit more. I see the bit of corner there. Let's take a look at that signboard. That one that looks like a tank. That one, yes.
We can't read it.
Oh damn it! Okay, it was holding a hook. Okay. From further away, I thought it was holding a person.
It kind of looks like it might be.
All right, we need to give Jeremy some classes again with the content difference between a hook and a person.
There we go, some ether
at least
plating.
From that close distance, at least.
We're finally here. I'm heading out to sea right now. I want to ride a speedboat, go sea fishing, try parasailing, and sail yachts. It's such energy. Just looking at the signs, you can't even fish in this water. The things you said are even more... What? But there are plenty of fishing rods lying around here. Since fishing is allowed, surely we can ride speedboats, play with gliders, and sail yachts too. Turn your head that way. You see it? That over there is the Port Elpis Hollow. Going parasailing near a hollow? Do you want to fall in and turn into a winged ethereal?
Oof. Sorry?
Pardon?
That one came out of nowhere.
Windmills? What's up? Fishing safety hazard at Port Elpis? Wait, are you saying your friend thinks you'll go fishing on a sunny day and somehow end up drowning? A friend of yours can't be... Why does your look feel oddly sympathetic right now? It wasn't me. Just kidding. But this is indeed one of the best harbors for fishing in New Eridu. Even though most of the old Port Elpis got swallowed by the hollow, the water depth here is still perfect for rebuilding docks. Plus, with nearby offshore wind farms and scenic walkways, it's far from becoming some desolate abandoned port. When the waves are strong or the weather is heavy, the nearby docks and passages are closed. There will be an announcement before it shuts down. Whenever the docks shut down for emergencies, public security sends patrol boats to ensure everyone returns safely. They also patrol regularly to prevent some tourists, like your friend imagines, from getting stuck on the rocks. As long as you exercise caution, fishing around here doesn't usually lead to extreme situations, like being swept up by the waves. If you're still concerned, ask McDunn. He knows everything about the Torchlit Lighthouse. I see. Okay, we have talked with Dunn before, during our little escapade with Astra here. Today's wind speed isn't suitable for putting out to sea. Nearby boat rentals will be suspended. Sorry for the inconvenience. Safety hazards. Of course, neither the Torchlit Lighthouse nor the port trail is completely free of hazards. But during my time as a lighthouse keeper, no serious safety accidents have ever happened around here. Except for one time. Can you tell me more about that? I can only remember that kid who would always greet me before going out to sea. I think his name was Nian? Who did I meet then? It's already been 2 years since he and his friend drowned in the surrounding waters. That's definitely not something you or your friends will encounter. You kids, instead of meeting trouble halfway, you should just follow the safety rules. Neon drowned in the sea 2 years ago? Or was it someone with the same name? Was it a prophecy? Or something that actually happened? But everyone says the area around the port is safe. Let's first talk to the person who doesn't seem like a ghost. So, have you found any clues about me drowning in a few days? The area around Port Elpis is safe. In that case, I can rest assured and go out to sea, right? Wait, you're still going out to sea? And while the great prophet warned me about the possibility of drowning near Port Elpis, they also revealed the only way to break this grim fate, and that is... sail the destined path, chasing a glimmer of hope as radiant as the rising sun. Whether it's the harbor walkways, the lighthouse, or even going out to sea, it's perfectly safe, right? So what's there to worry about? Anyway, thank you. Now I'm going to review my destined course again. Wait, you're serious? This prophecy said, the neon that McDunn mentioned. Seriously, where on the sea would you even find a glimmer of hope? If anything, steering clear of it is probably the smartest thing to do. It feels like Neon is hiding something from me. If there's time, I should come back here tomorrow.
Of course.
Okay. I just heard an old sea dog say he was never going out to sea again. If all goes according to plan, today ought to be his final voyage. Good on him. Also, just a framing of that statue. But this... miss him already? Well, he gave me this commemorative coin, you see. He said it was to commemorate his safe passage, but he said he had high hopes still. He's been patiently guiding me, almost like a mentor to me, but... It's a very golden but. I really can't begin to imagine a life of running around these docks, filling out stacks of paperwork and chasing up a million phone calls just to get the all clear. When I look at this coin, I feel good, yes, but even stronger is the feeling of my senior watching over me with the weight of all those expectations. That's heavy. Would you like to give it to me? But... let me think about it a sec. McQueen walks off, laden with anxiety.
So I don't think that's gold.
That's probably... looking at the little spots here and there, nice detail, it's probably copper.
Yep. Although it sure didn't look like a fish from the previous angle.
Really?
Eagle.
Okay. Yeah, it's that typical myth where you drop something in a body of water, something pops out with a gold and silver version of it, and you have to. It asks you which of these did you drop. The answer is neither.
Look at what it's on its fins.
Yeah. Bones. Okay. Let me go grab something quick over there, because there's another one of those boxes. Okay. A nice place here. Okay. And it looks like Mew Mew has a quest for us now. But let's focus on one quest at a time. So, the next day it is then. Oh, McDone. It's already been so long. Wasn't it you who mentioned it before? What's going on? You said a friend of yours was very worried that a prophecy about him would come true and he would fall into the sea and drown. You remember that? This morning, a young fellow rented a boat and went out to sea, and he hasn't returned yet. I remember he was wearing a shirt with numbers on it. Was that your friend? He did want to go out to sea. That's right. He's been out at sea for far exceeding the sightseeing boat's single trip limit and time limit. But do you still remember what I said? As long as you follow the safety rules, you won't encounter any so-called accidents in the harbor? But he's clearly broken the rules now. I'll take a look around here. You go find the ship owner and ask about the situation. McDunn doesn't know Neon? Okay. Also, just nice effect here is just the shadows of the windmills.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, got a bit lost in my thoughts there. Are you here to rent a boat? Describe Neon's outfit. Oh, I remember him. Of course I do. He came by earlier and rented a boat, saying he wanted to explore the sea by himself and didn't need our people to go with him. He has already been at sea for a long time. Really? Let me check the logs. His trip has already exceeded the allowed duration for sightseeing boats. But don't worry, every boat here is equipped with a tracking system. I can find his location. The ship owner carefully searches for the coordinates of each vessel. No. The boat has stopped. Its stationary coordinates are at the edge of the hollow. Give me the coordinates. I'll go find him. As promised, drowned in the harbor. Okay. Now look at this. A familiar coin lies square in the palm of Mitsuharu. Metal things. You can put those in the recycling bin, right? This, though, is beautiful and perfect coin. It's like an unexpected gift. It feels like a real pity to just chuck it out like this. But then again, if I bring it home, you know people are gonna talk trash about it. I mean, I've already got a shell collection, a conch collection, and a feather collection displayed on my desk. Why don't you give me that coin? Oh, really? Let me think about it. Compared to my natural collection, shimming a coin in there seems rather artless. I just cannot understand people who collect coins. No, I mean no offense. I'll ask the collector when I get the chance. Sounds like your friend likes this? Well, let me give you this as an apology. Yeah, there's no reason to try and understand why people collect certain things. Because they're just as likely to think what you collect is weird as well.
Very true.
Let's just hand this over.
Seagull!
Okay, now this one here, Hello Venus. You don't think I wouldn't dare to make a move here. Let's see. I remember correctly, there's supposed to be a pop-up showing up if we've... yeah, here. Shall we start the mission connecting with the star directly? Starting this mission immediately won't affect the storyline or rewards. However, it's recommended to complete the mission Here Comes a Criminal with a Flute first for the best narrative experience. I do like it when games put up stuff like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's leave that be for now. And let's actually have a chat with Officer Mew Mew. Citizens fish here every day, but what they often catch are boats and tires, or boots and tires. It would be rather hard to catch an entire boat.
Yeah, you need a special rod for that.
You just pull up your hook and a submarine is attached to it. It's difficult to catch the fish swimming around, but it's a matter of minutes before a drifting boot or tire gets caught. Now I feel like one of those floating boots or tires, and carried along by the waves, drifting aimlessly toward unknown waters, only to be snagged by a fishing hook and dragged ashore. Eventually, I'll be left on the roadside, forsaken. What's wrong, Officer Mew Mew? Manager, I didn't expect to see you here. I guess this is fate. Would you be willing to put on my costume and take over as the next Officer Mew Mew? Thank you, but I must politely decline. I get it. And the Mew Mew persona never had many fans, so who would want to take it on now? What happened? Manager, please bear with my rambling for a moment. It all started with the recent election. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but after Commander Bringer stepped down and the new commander took charge, rumors started circulating about some tension between public security and HSO. The new commander wanted to put an end to these rumors, so he reached out to HSO proposing a joint campaign, and to everyone's surprise, the response was overwhelmingly positive. Numerous motivated citizens volunteered for the community outreach activities. I've never seen this much engagement before. That should be a good thing, right? It definitely is a good thing in terms of community outreach. At first I was pleased, until my superior told me that the Mew Mew persona wasn't really in their future campaign roadmap, and they were considering transferring me to another position. What a reasonable excuse. Public security finally has a fresh approach to outreach. A celebrity's influence will always be more powerful than a humble mascot, so it makes sense that Mew Mew has no place in this new campaign. My superior told me that Port Elpis is the last stop of my outreach. Once I'm done here, what happens next? Will I be sent to the Hollow to deal with the Ethereals? Or stuck in a lesser position, just maintaining water coolers? Or maybe public security doesn't need me anymore. They will take my authorization back. I'll probably just end up a drifter with no real purpose. Don't lose faith. Pull yourself together. The citizens still need you. Manager, you have a kind soul, but deep down, I know abandoning the Mew Mew persona makes perfect sense. Once I take off this costume, I'll just be a good-for-nothing nobody. The existence of Mew Mew and my own life are oddly similar. Both feel so aimless and meaningless now. Yeah, maybe that's exactly why I ended up wearing this costume in the first place. After retiring, I might as well bring a fishing rod and fish here as well. Officer Mew Mew is completely deflated, convinced that his existence is meaningless and unable to accept any words of comfort. Okay, that would have been a very poorly timed coughing bit. As you try to figure out how to cheer him up, you spot a familiar little figure peeking around the corner. Is it trying to get your attention? Hello there, KK. Nice to see you again, kind manager. I'm KK, security boo number 7406. Do you remember me? Of course I remember. I really appreciate all your help the other day. I'm so happy to see you again. Anyway, I heard from other officers about Officer Mew Mew's career downfall. As you can see, he is not in the best state of mind right now. He's done so much for me in the past, so I can't just sit back and do nothing. Manager, I can tell you're worried about him too. Could you help me to cheer him up? It's my duty. That's great. Actually, before coming here, I reached out to some of the Bangbu who received his help during the community outreach activities. They're all eager to cheer up Officer Mew Mew. I asked them to meet me here at Port Elpis, but I did not see them. The 6 Bangbu agreed to come, and they should be around here somewhere. Could you help me find them? Let's head out now. Alright, let's get going. Please follow me. Okay. Let's track that one, actually.
Well, there's 3 of them right there, so...
Yeah.
Look at the one in the middle.
Yeah, see you, Mew Mew. Oh, even its malfunctioning looks has style. Pouring concrete is hard work too. Pour. It's part-timer boo again. And flatter boo. Short-circuiting from overwork. What a glorious reason for malfunction. This Bangbu is the very foundation of a bright future, representing new Eridu spirit of hard work. Even if no one else sees its efforts, I'll be here, shouting my admiration and respect. Let's honor this tireless part-timer. Pouring concrete is a kind of hard work too. I lose sleep over it, and he can't rest from part-timing. We both have a bright future ahead. Or you're both going to overwork yourself until you annihilate yourself. We could be concrete buddies. We could be partners in hard work. Looks like this Bangbu worked itself too hard and broke down. Guess work-life balance is really important. Fix it. Okay, let's get you on your feet again. Okay. Let's let the circles align. And immediately it just goes for super speed. Okay, after a bit of effort, the little Bangbu is on its feet again. It's on its feet now. You've helped me again. I've been juggling too many part-time jobs lately. No time to juice myself. When a Bangbu runs out of energy, it's easy to trip up and break down. By the way, I've got a new gig. There's an officer who's about to lose his job, and I'll help him find a new one. Don't worry, I've got all sorts of work lined up. Food delivery, package pickup, errand service, plumbing, and more. Pour concrete. Pour it all out. Lose yourself in it. Let the anxiety of unemployment melt away as you turn hard work into art. This one's just obsessed with concrete, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I misread that the Bangbu's name.
What did you read it as?
Hollander.
Pouring concrete will help him to recover from despair, find the energy, felicity, and even the meaning of life. I'll tell that officer, pouring concrete is his true calling. No matter what career path the officer takes, he'll always be the greatest in my heart. If he works pouring concrete, he'll be as solid as reinforced cement. If he prefers plumbing, he doesn't have to change his career. Is that so? An officer who stays true to himself? That's truly admirable. Who could say no to cheering him up? If he needs support, we'll all be there for him to help. He could pour that passion into everything he does. With that kind of dedication, no matter what he does, it'll always feel like pouring concrete. Not changing his career? Then I'll show him how worthwhile being a public security officer is. That's part of my job, too. Okay, another pair of these. Poet Boo. Okay. Every Bangbu is like a ship, drifting, lost, with no clear course. We wander in the vast sea of the world until we anchor at New Eridu. A harbor where Denny is the price to stay, a journey out to sea that takes more than it gives. My pocket grows lighter with every passage of tides. Or with each passage of tide. Denny, dear Denny. The harbor holds no place for me, and I sigh, alone on the cold, silent deck. You wrote this poem yourself? You've really got a talent for it. Well-read Bangbu is really something. But your clothes are all torn. You're going to catch a cold. Here, take my jacket and put it on. Excuse me, are you two here to help? That's right. Thanks to the public security officer, people can enjoy my poetry in peace. So I'll do my part and read a poem for that amazing officer. I came all the way from the outer ring. I heard the big cat is in trouble. They say he can't keep up the obstructions anymore. I have no idea what obstructions mean, but the big cat looks really upset. He helped me before, so now it's my turn to help him. Please take us to the big cat. Okay, one more.
You mean the captain?
Yep. No. Hello, one Denny Boo. Hey, it's you again. I've been up since last night, making my way here to help. That security boo told me the officer who's been working on community outreach ran into some trouble. If it weren't for him, my friend wouldn't have recovered, and I wouldn't have met you. And so I really want to do my part to help. And what should I do? Do you think letting him pet me would help cheer him up? It definitely will. Alright, I'll let him pet me for some luck and good vibes. No Denny needed. By the way, it's been a while since you petted me. Want to do it now? Make the most of it. I love it when you pet me. I'm ready. Let's go find that officer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the Bangbu I contacted are here. Thanks for running them up for me, manager. No time to waste. Let's go find Officer Mew Mew. Are your pep talks ready, everyone? Of course we are. In sync.
In sync. Oh no.
Good, then let's head out.
It's not good. They're gonna summon something.
Well, hopefully they're
that's the
going to
idea.
summon up some happiness from Officer Mew Mew. KK is very excited. Manager, is there anything else you need? I'm fine, really. I just need some time alone to process everything. Officer Mew Mew, we've got a little surprise for you. KK, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on duty today? What's this surprise you're talking about? Just wait and see. With that, the 6 Bangbu hiding behind you emerged and stand in a circle in front of Mew Mew. Okay, how were all 6 of them hiding behind me? Like, were they stacked up like 2 or 3 high or something and just following every step?
Probably something like that.
Officer, thank you for everything you've done for the community. A temporary setback doesn't mean much, so keep your head up. We really appreciate all your hard work. If you'd like, you can pet me for some luck and good vibes. No charge, by the way. Big Cat, making the community all rich isn't easy, but you never gave up. You're amazing. Don't lose faith. I'll do whatever I can to help you make everyone rich. Officer, please listen to this poem I wrote just for you. Without you, New Eridu would never have such a beautiful daily life. You shine so like a star. We all have faced hardships, but thanks to you, we're standing strong today. No matter what lies ahead, you will always be the most dedicated public security officer. I have plenty of part-time jobs to recommend to you, but if you'd prefer to stay a public security officer, I've also made a form that calculates the hourly wage and promotional potential. I believe this will help solidify your decision. At the end of the form, I've added some strategies that would allow you to continue in your current role, along with success rates for each. I've done this kind of consulting a lot, so you can trust my advice. Whenever you're feeling lost, come pour concrete with me. You and me and you, never holding back. I think the game is having a bit of an issue with this many Bangbu on screen. Let's make it a night to remember. Pouring concrete will fuel our drive. We can build a career as solid as the concrete we pour. Feels like the pep talk is going in a weirder and weirder direction. KK, manager, thank you. And thank you to all of the Bangbu. I really feel your support. But encouragement can't change reality. Perhaps soon I'll be taking off this suit for good. None of this is your fault, so please don't worry too much about me. For now, just let me have a moment of silence alone. Mew Mew's mood doesn't seem to have improved much. He's quiet now. You, KK, and the other Bangbu huddle in a nearby corner, discussing what to do next. I didn't realize Officer Mew Mew was feeling this weight down. Looks like I'll need to come up with a new plan. Everyone, gather around. Let's rehearse what we will say to lift Officer Mew Mew's spirits. Random words of encouragement might not do the trick. Strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Where's Flatterbrew? Why isn't it here? That Paperboo said it had a great idea and just left. What idea? It said words alone wouldn't be enough to thank Big Cat, so it decided to give him a real gift. It went off to find one. He mentioned something about going to sculpt fish. He must be going to carve a fish. He wants to go fishing. Flatterboo doesn't realize how dangerous it is for a Bangaboo to be near water. We need to find it quickly, or something bad could happen. Yeah, since, well, water, robots. That little idiot is going to flatter himself into this early scrapyard. Behave in there, you little dumbass. We've searched this area. Flatterboo isn't here. If he wants to fish, he's probably lingering around the boarding area.
What is making that sound? Oh!
Yeah, it's our sage in a barrel. I'm sorry, I don't really understand what fishing is, so I didn't tell him to stop. I'll do my best to find him. Flatterboo's not here. It might have gone further past the boarding bridge. Okay, why are you being so... Is it the sea air or something? I think I saw Flatterboo. He was near the boarding bridge, on the other side. Past the boarding bridge, you finally found Flatterboo, but it's already too late. In its attempt to catch a fish, it slipped into the water. And no, we're too late. Even with a waterproof function, a Bangaboo shouldn't go into the water like that. There have been several incidents recently. If we don't get it out soon, the damage could be irreversible. Fishing, water, help. Help me, help. Flatterboo struggles in the water, unable to swim. As it sinks lower, its cries grow weaker. We need to save it, now! Just as you're about to jump in, you hear the heavy thuds of footsteps approaching. A large, cumbersome figure suddenly leaps into the water, with a tremendous splash, sending waves over a meter high, and swims towards the drowning Flatterboo. When Officer Mew Mew finally pulls Flatterboo out of the water, his mascot costume is drenched in both seawater and sweat. He collapses near the boarding bridge, panting heavily for a few moments. Then he awkwardly gets back on his feet, still wearing the soaked headpiece. Good citizen Bangaboo. Getting that close to the sea is dangerous. I'll make sure to take you for a full checkup later, to see if any water's affecting your system. Sorry for all the trouble. It's alright. Good thing I'm familiar with this area, so I could rush over as soon as I noticed something was wrong. But I really should have taken off the suit before jumping in. Now it feels so heavy. Is this something only you can do? Manager, what are you saying? KK seems to catch on, excitedly waving its hands in front of Mew Mew as he joined in the conversation. Officer Mew Mew, you've always been dedicated to community outreach, and you're so familiar with every part of New Eridu. That's why you were able to rush here and help the Bangaboo in danger. You're always there when citizens need you. The information you've gathered from the community has helped so many Bangaboo and citizens. Without it, they wouldn't even be here today. So, that's something AHO can't do. Exactly. No matter how many joint campaigns published into the HSO or any other organization run, they can't take action as quickly as you do. You're truly irreplaceable. KK waves its tiny hands again, signaling the other Bangaboo. They all gather around Officer Mew Mew, cheering him on excitedly. Manager, dear Bangaboo. His costume is soaked, and it's hard to tell, but is Officer Mew Mew crying? Thank you, everyone. Your encouragement really means a lot to me. I feel like I can get back on track. I'll push through this last shift. I guess I really don't want to give up on community outreach. I'll go talk to my superior and see if there's any chance to keep going. The Bangbu cheer excitedly around Officer Mew Mew. With his spirits lifted, he tries to join in the conversation, but the wet costume begins to give off an unpleasant smell. The joyful moment quickly falters as the Bangbu exchange awkward glances. After the Bangbu leave... Manager, I know I've caused you a lot of trouble, but you've always had my back when things got tough. I really can't thank you enough. He's purring again. By the way, are you sure you don't want this costume?
Oh.
Maybe you should get it clean first. Just kidding. I'm not ready to give up this costume yet, but maybe when I retire, I'll pass it on to you. Oh, right. Here's the info I gathered about those in need at Port Elpis. I'm not sure if my superior will let me stay in this role, but for now, let's keep working together to help this community. After all that, we finally get this, huh? You big idiot. I hope one day we'll meet again in another community. Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of people found Officer Mew Mew annoying at the start and everything, and well, his voice is a tad grating. But it's still nice that they have some heartwarming moments with a character this silly, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one of the reasons why I like Zenless so much. Even if it can get really silly and at times really dark, it still has its heartfelt moments. Actually, yeah, just the combination of those three things. That's what makes this game very, very memorable, in my opinion. Opus means hope. For the both of us, this harbor holds the hope where our journey begins. Hey there, kind citizen. Want to keep track of your community contributions? Let's see. Okay, promised, drowned in the harbor 1. Speaking of, we probably should rush over and try to find that dumbass. He's probably gotten himself lost in the hollow. Okay. There. Okay. And we're already almost 2 hours in, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these side quests can be a bit annoying with how long they can go, but others, they just go for a longer time because there's more actual content to them. Okay, it's not just your typical collect 10 boar testicles and bring them over here or something.
What? Of all things you could choose for an example, you choose that?
Apparently.
Yeah, I think there's a trope page on TV Tropes called something about something with just boring side quests, and it's something like 10 wolf ball sacks or something. I don't know.
No, never that far.
Yeah, but I think that might be what the trope is named as or something. Just to point out the ridiculousness of it. Signs of life detected. Based on the ship's location, neon should be somewhere nearby. I'm probably saying it a bit wrong. I'm probably mixing it a bit with neon. But that's not the character until we get to Goddess of Victory Nike someday. According to Fairy's marker, neon should be somewhere nearby. A wrinkled, yellowed, brittle old piece of paper that seems ready to crumble at the slightest touch. It seems like someone wrote something on it. With the handwriting becoming increasingly scribbled toward the end, it is likely that the person who wrote this has already... Did this paper and the tools belong to the same person? Anyway, they are too old to have come from Neon. Where did he go? Is there anything... What's that about tools? Anyway, new area to fight in. Nope.
Watch your six. Copy that.
Nicole. Oh, alright, a new enemy type. These sting-tailed things. Oh, hello.
The heck is that?
Another stationary one.
And what kind of company name is that? A door opened.
Golden Horizon.
It's a duck stone.
Okay, not the weirdest name at least.
There is again behind you.
Pegasus. Yeah.
In there.
Oh, hello.
That stone. Yeah.
These things don't fit with the surrounding shipping containers. Ropes, hooks, they seem like tools that sailors would carry, but it looks like they haven't been used in a long time. I wonder what happened to their owners. But other than that, it looks no different from the other places in the Port Elpis Hollow. Is this why Neon came here? Or Nean? Yeah, it's probably more said like Nean. Look at the container console, please try using it.
That one's definitely tricky even for me to figure out how to pronounce.
This isn't where the distress call came from. Never mind, this isn't him. Got that wrong. Here we go. Nicole, Anby, and Yanagi. Okay, please try using the console again. Let's hope there won't be any more surprises this time. There he is. Thank you for coming to save me. We're affected by corruption. So it was you. I was wondering who would know I was here. I thought I was going to stay in this hollow forever with this letter. Nian is clutching in his hand a piece of paper as yellow and brittle as the one you saw earlier. May I take a look at this? You mean this? No, there's nothing much to see anyway. Actually, I just thought I was never going to get out, but I happened to find some paper and a pen in the container, so I wrote down some silly things. You found a pen and paper in the container? If you want to see it, then go ahead. Torn letter of farewell. Whether it was the writer's overwhelming sorrow or the agony they were enduring as they wrote, the last line of the letter was nearly visible through the paper. I wish I could see you again. The writer is Nian? The client even took a moment to write this letter of farewell just now. Nothing on the back. I just feel a bit embarrassed. How can someone say they want to find hope, and yet after being stuck in the hollow for just a short time, they've already written their will? I'm kind of a timid person, you know. I'm afraid of prophecies, of the harbor, and of the hollow. I've been fussing since early, and I apologize for being such a bother. You didn't write this will at all. It seems like I've met a proxy who's not easy to fool. Anyway, thank you for the rescue. As for other things, I'll explain to you later. Okay, let's get your dumb ass out of here first.
Yeah, why he was in there in the first place, who knows?
Yeah, and all this talk about prophecies and drowning. And of two neons? Or neon? Whatever. I'm going to keep missaying it anyways, I feel. I'm just going to call him... I'm just going to call him Nee. You can join the Monty Python Nights.
You just want a new shrubbery, don't you?
Maybe. Okay. There you are. How did you end up in the hollow? Right, weren't you just out sightseeing? Then why do you have... The ship owner pauses abruptly, looks closely at Neon's face. So you are friend of Neon? Yep. Who exactly is Neon? I know who you are. You know exactly why Neon didn't come back, right? So you're here for... This peculiar Neon slowly unfolds a notebook in front of the ship owner, revealing a page filled with route coordinates. I know what you're going to ask. But just now McDunn mentioned a young man said he's going to drown in the waters near Port Elpis. It's me, and it's also Neon. You still remember the incident reports, don't you? Rough seas detected near Port Elpis. Unable to guide the way due to faulty lighthouse signals. A crew member fell overboard, but no rescue was dispatched in time. This is what you all said was the reason for Neon's drowning. Wait, stop talking. You've been in the Hollow too long. Let me take you to the hospital first to check for corruption. We can talk about this later once you're better. The ship owner helps Neon leave first. He might need certain things. I'll go back and organize them. It'll probably take all night.
Wait, hold on. I just realized something. Look at Bell and McDunn.
Yeah.
Is she taller?
I think if you were standing straighter, they'd probably be of the same height.
Wait.
Ish.
Captain? I think we're looking at you in the future.
Okay. Just wait till the next day. And there you are, you dumbass. You're here? Who on earth is Neon? It's me. Sorry, I got too excited. About 2 years ago, Neon, a friend of mine, went to sea with a cargo ship and never came back. I waited for a long time, only to receive an incident report stating that he unfortunately drowned due to his own negligence. The shipping company also said that he was just a part-time crew member on that trip, and they offered compensation only out of humanitarianism. I'm sorry. At that time I didn't have any evidence, and I was too sad, so I just wanted to try to forget everything. Neon stares at the sea, falling silent. But one evening as I was walking alone by the seaside, the sea wind was so strong. I wanted to ask Neon if he could go out and eat hot pot with me and bring me a thick coat while he was at it. Actually, I still can't accept that Neon has forever left this world. So I decided to take this name. This way, Neon can continue to walk in the sea breeze, put on a thick coat and go eat hot pot. And I should never let the incident report, which is clearly full of nonsense, continue to cover up the truth. I must uncover the truth myself. A lot of sailors at Port Elpis have seen me before. I didn't want to draw their attention, so I made up a clumsy excuse and asked you to investigate for me instead. Let's go ask the ship owner. He must know something. Sure, let's go. Okay, so that was what this was all about. An accident being covered up. You just behave in your barrel there, dumbass. Gesundheit?
I go. Oh, wait. There we go. Sneeze so hard that my headphones. You know the. What's the thing that connects the phones together? The arc thing.
I guess.
Yeah, it fell almost in front of my eyes. Like a visor.
Okay, we may be streaming a somewhat sci-fi game, but we're not streaming a Star Trek, so you don't have to play as Geordi LaForge.
What?
You're here. This is everything I could compile about that incident 2 years ago. Sea Wing Shipping, Floating River, Departure Log. Company name, Sea Wing Shipping. Vessel name, Floating River. Vessel code, departure time, today's weather, the route code. Docking notes. The vessel's draft depth seems inconsistent with the reported cargo load. Dock scheduling recommendation. Sailing is not...